Ah, the chosen one returns!
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the 3-0 Transformers MDLX Rodimus Prime. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front here, we have a lovely image of Rodimus Prime. His name is Rodimus Prime Transformers. On this side we have Rodimus, on this side we have more of Rodimus, up top Rodimus, on the bottom words, things, barcodes. On the back of the box you have your obligatory product shots. That's basically it for the packaging. Then moving right along, here we have Rodimus Prime, the next in 3-0's MDLX line of Transformers. And first off, just want to say a big thank you to the good people at 3-0 and BigBadToyStore.com for sending the sample my way to take a look at. Thank you so much. But yeah, here is Rodimus Prime. It looks quite good in my opinion. I do have a nitpick with this design, but I'll get to that in a little bit. But overall, I think it looks pretty dang cool. But let's get in close here so we can take a look not at that Rodimus Prime belly, but at that Rodimus noggin. There's the Rodimus noggin. You can see a very nicely done face sculpt there. You got the nice silver for the face, nice bright blue there for the eyes. Just some nice coloration going on there, some nice detail, which is exactly what 3-0 excels at. And this figure is no different. Even some nice, they always add some bits of weathering here and there on the figure. You can see kind of the edges here, kind of like, chipped. You got some scratches and scuffs in there. Looks really good. Got those exhaust pipes on the side. You got the silver on the rims there for his little shoulder wheels. Got some gunmetal gray up in here. Of course, you have the flames right there on the chest. Well, more so, it's kind of more on the belly than his chest. But hey, it is what it is. But still, Autobot symbol right there, front and center. Overall, looks really good. You have these sections right here that can also kind of move away and expose some more detail there. One of those exhaust pipes there, picked out in silver. Again, lots of nice detail. Some wonderful paint apps. Just looks great. His big old Rodimus boots. And even the soles have some detail on them as well. Moving up the back. Again, we got some nice details going on there. The Rodimus booty. You can even see throughout, you have kind of like a black wash going on here to make some of those details pop out. Of course, you got the big wings there on the back. Love all the detail going on here. Also different shades, looks really good. The yellow and the orange there. Looks awesome, in my opinion. Now, this back wing is a separate piece. It's packed separately in the box. Just tabs right in. Easy piece. Actually, we can remove this so you can kind of see what else is going on back here. Again, some nice detail work going on there. But yeah, overall, looks quite good in my opinion. Now, articulation wise, the head is on a ball joint, so you have lots of wiggly waggly. The neck itself is also on a ball joint, so you have all kinds of wiggly waggly going on. Can look up, do total squirrel, can look down and say, what are those? Head can do a full 360. The arms can do a full 360. Just be mindful of those wings back there. You can kind of get around them. You do have inward and outward movements at the shoulder. You can also move the shoulder piece out so you don't collide with things, and also when you're rotating the arm back, you can move that shoulder piece out of the way so you don't collide with the wing, which is nice. You also have a forward and backward movement there on that shoulder. You do have rotation right there at the elbow. You do have a double jointed elbow, so you have a nice range of movement there. The wrists are on a ball joint, so you have your wiggly waggly rotation, all that good stuff. The upper torso can move side to side. You got your crunches there, and again, as always, when you activate that ab crunch, just exposes a lot more detail. Looks a little weird though. Looks like he has some kind of weird spinal condition though, so that looks a little off, but it is what it is. You do have proper waist rotation as well. You can move these panels out of the way. butt plates and all of that. So the legs can move forward about that far. Now the hips can shift downward. So you can get a little bit more range of movement out of there. Backward, outward. You can pretty much do the full splits. Almost. You got thigh rotation. You have a double jointed knee. And we get some extra detail that gets exposed there when you open up that knee. This section here can also move up and down if you needed to. The feet themselves can move up, they can move down. You have rotation, you have tiltage, and that is pretty much it. Now as far as accessories go, oh, one more thing articulation-wise, forgot to show that off. Toe joint, little toe joint there, there you go. But now, accessory-wise, we do get a lot of extra hands. On the ones that are pre-installed are the closed fists, but we do get a pair of splayed open hands, jazz hands, or as I call them, no hands. But again, some nice detailing there. We get a pair of weapon holding hands. We also get a pair of matrix holding hands. I'll show those off more a bit later. Of course, we have a pointing hand, because being a leader, he must heroically point at things. He must do his heroic pointing. Must do his heroic pointing. And also, thumbs up. That's right, gotta have a heroic thumbs up as well. And we also get this posed hand, which I'll show off the purpose of this in a little bit. And we get this mystery blue hand. And again, I'll show off what this is all about in a little bit. And you do also get some weaponry. We get this blaster right here, done in a nice gunmetal gray. Lots of detail going on there. It looks really good. We also get a second blaster. Again, looking really, really nice. You can have him holding both of these blasters, but if you want, you can also combine them. And to do so, we need to just remove this barrel portion here, and then you take this, and that will plug in, and there you have the full-on photon eliminator rifle. And that's really cool. So you have the option, and as always, options are what? They're good. And swapping out the hands is very easy. You just pop them off, pop them on, and the fingers are nice and flexible, so getting the guns in his hands is no problem at all. They just plop right into his palms, and there you go. We can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang, and all of that good stuff. And if you want to eliminate some photons, you can do that as well. And if you have the MDLX Optimus Prime, you can give Rodimus the Matrix here, so he can light our darkest hour. You got the touch! This is the end of the road. Just kidding, you're swell. And one last thing to talk about are these specific hands right here. Now what you do with these is we give one to Rodimus. And if you have the MDLX Prime, you give the other one to him. And now we can have them shaking hands. And that's what these hands, this is the purpose these hands serve. And so you can have them shaking hands. Takes a little bit, oops. Just takes a bit to actually get everything situated here. But once you do, it works out perfectly. There you go. You can have them shaking hands. Now they're best friends. Best friends forever. Primes. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with the Kingdom. Rodimus Prime. Just so you can see how that works out. Here he is with the MDLX Bumblebee. With the MDLX Megs. And with the MDLX Optimus Prime. And if you want a measurement to the top of his head, he comes in at a little over 7 inches tall. So one last thing I want to talk about here is just my own little qualm. It's just an aesthetic nitpick that I have with the figure, is I just wish the chest is just shaped a little Oddly, for me anyway, again, just my personal opinion, to each their own, but I just wish this was kind of shaped a little bit differently, and the flame was sitting up, higher, so it's more on his chest, like it's just kind of on his belly, and it just kind of looks a little bit off to me. But again, that's just a nitpick on my part, to each their own, but hey, still, great looking figure. So there you have Rodimus Prime, and yeah, as always, with these 3-0 figures, I mean, it looks fantastic. The detail, the paintwork, it is all on point as always. Again, my own just aesthetic nitpick is I just wish that chest was kind of shaped differently, and those flames, that flame decal was just a bit higher up. My only real nitpick, but otherwise, looks fantastic. Nice and posable, feels solid, feels sturdy, and just overall, just a lot of fun to mess with. I love these figures, love them to death. And hey, 3-0, if you're watching this, if you did Rodimus, does that mean we're getting a Galvatron? Please do Galvatron, please. Thank you. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any of 3-0's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out the 3-0 playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out MGames, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the 3-0 Transformers MDLX Rodimus Prime, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Big geek, be proud, palm in your face. Look, Prime, I'm just saying, I think one day I'll make a great leader. Maybe even better than you. Yeah, just keep telling yourself that, kid. But until that time comes, which is not very likely, I'm immortal, by the way, I still value you as a friend and ally. Put her there. Oh, it is an honor. Psych! See, you fell for that. I wouldn't have. I win. See, and this is why they keep bringing me back to life, you ungrateful little...